Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and I actually can't believe it's taken me this long to get around to doing this 200% team showcase, but we are going to be looking at the TEQ androids. A lot of people thought they were potentially the best TUR when they came out, but the biggest issue obviously was the lack of teams that they were on, and of course now we have a 200% leader skill team, which is basically just an androids team. So obviously they are going to be looking very good. They are full level 10 links. The interesting thing for this 200% lead showcase is they are only 55% for me. It took me like 1,100 stones or something like that to pull one copy. So after that, I obviously wasn't going to chase anymore. Definitely would like to pick up some more when they come back. But this will be a good indication of what they look like at 55% on the 200% team. So they raise attack and defense for 1 turn on super, do immense damage, and seal super attack. So the fact that they seal is obviously very useful for certain events. They get attack 170, defense 180. They change key spheres of a certain type to TEQ. Then they get an additional attack and defense 35% per TEQ key sphere obtained. 35% per TEQ orb is pretty ridiculous. Like, if you get a good turn with their orb changing, we could pick up like 10 orbs. That's another 350% attack and defense. That's crazy. And then they get 18% attack and 17% defense if they are non-TEQ orbs that you pick up. Then they get an additional 70% attack if you pick up 7 orbs, additional 80% defense when you pick up 8 orbs. They get key +1 per rainbow key sphere obtained. They launch an additional super attack if HP is 35% or less, and they nullify key blast super attacks if HP is 35% or more. They also have the active skill when you face one enemy who has 35% HP or more, or when you're facing 3 or more enemies. And it's like a Ghost Usher, but only for one enemy. So if you are fighting multiple enemies, you can only target one of them. But obviously that is super good for Super Battle Road. So we picked up 7 orbs and 6 of them were TEQ. So in slot 1 they have 242k defense before super attacking. So let's go ahead and just grab these for you. I need to float off this STR cell. We only have 2 links active with the Dokkan Fest cell, which is probably the only downside to this unit, is obviously cell being so good. Wow, 5 million. Just with a 40% support on the rotation with second form cell and only 2 links active. At 55%, they're just putting out a 5 million attack stat. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's the only downside to them, is obviously cell is so good and so powerful. You, like, a lot of the time you probably just want to be running like double cell rotations, but the TEQ androids don't link up well with him at all, so you obviously do want to kind of give them their own rotation. Now, when it comes to link partners, the best link partner for them are the free-to-play EZA future androids, but the problem with the running that as a rotation, unfortunately, is that the future androids with their EZA, to get their full potential, they need a unit on the rotation who has the opposite name. But the way it's worded, annoyingly, is it's not like, say 17 for example, his passive doesn't say a unit whose name includes Android 18 future, because then this unit would count, right? Because the unit is called Android 17 and 18 together. But their passive for the EZA ones is literally just, again, for 17 as the example, it just says when you have an Android 18 future attacking in the same turn. So it has to be a solo one. So if you bring the TEQ future 17, he does share 6 links with these guys, but he's not going to be at his full potential. Post EZA, he is still pretty good. And then really their best link partner in terms of just how good they are for this team is going to be the Int, Jiro, and 19, because they share 4 links, so it's only 4, it's not great, but obviously remember that they are also a 40% support unit, so having a 40% support unit as your rotation partner is obviously pretty good, because then you are getting a significant buff along with everything else that you're doing. So they should link up decently well with these guys. Only 2 links. They link up much better with second form cell, though, it seems. So if we put them in the middle, we're actually going to get 5 links active here. So let's do this, because that will drop these down a little bit. And then we can grab 8 orbs. So we're getting their full passive, and 7 of them are physical. So that is a lot of extra buffs we're getting here. So yeah, 348k defense before attacking. And that's what's so great about them, because they get their defense when you pick up the orbs. you can use them in slot 1 because they get all that defense straight away. And then they still raise defense on super attack as well. So we're looking at probably like 400k defense after they've super attacked. They can't be damaged by Ki Blast super attacks as long as we're above 35% HP. So 5.6 million. Pretty good. So yeah, I imagine... Oh, wow. We didn't take him out. Is this a Ki Blast super? It is not. Okay, how much is it going to do? Double digits? Yeah, that's what we like to see. And then second form Cell's actually going to be able to take him out with this normal attack here. So yeah, very good. I'm going to save the active skill. I don't know when I'll use it, to be honest. I have to make sure I remember to turn the animations off. I don't know. Is there an int enemy? Is Cell int when we get to the second to last cell? I think he is. So that seems like a perfect opportunity to use the Ghost Usher effect. So we'll go ahead and do this. This rotation of Cell with second form Cell is really good, especially on this turn when the AGL one is also second form Cell. So they share all... I think they... do they share every single link when they are in second form? I think it might be only one that they don't. So Cell taking a super in slot 1. Unfortunately, that is AGL Cell's only real weakness, is that he's not a slot 1 unit. But obviously, same can be said for Goku and Gohan until you actually exchange into Gohan. But just look at this mad lad. I mean, the friend is Rainbow, but second form Cell spitting out 2 over 8 million attack stat super attacks here. Like, he is actually cracked. I'm so looking forward to the EZA for... the physical Cell, because then he finally gets a rotation partner who's going to be super, super good. So, wow, now we're getting 11 orbs and 9 of them are tech. So, so that is a big buff. We're almost getting the 350%. So we're getting, what, 315% extra attack and defense. So we've got 400k defense in slot 1 at 55%. So imagine what they look like when they're rainbowed. Like... That is actually crazy, and spitting out additionals and whatnot, right? Because none of mine have additional. Let's go. Just negate that super. Suck on that bubble shield. Yeah, mine are only 55%, and I have mentioned it before, but I am severely lacking in good silver skill orbs. So I gave them a silver level 5 dodge, because why not? They don't really even need it, but why not? But obviously, once I get a good additional skill orb, I would give that to them. I would still give them like 3 dodge or whatever overall, but they're definitely not a unit that needs to have a lot of dodge. Additional is nice because they do raise attack and defense on super, but you can argue that, you know, their defense is already going to be high enough. So I feel like they are a unit that you just go like a nice mix of crit and additional, because obviously you do want to get additional supers with the attack stats that they spit out, but you do also want to get crits for any times that you're facing against type disadvantage. So I feel like these are one of the units where there's no real clear, like, this is the one hidden potential ability that you should put all of the points into. I feel like they're probably a good mix for additional and crit. So obviously, very, very strong unit. We get our perfect Cell transformations here. So we've got the double Cell rotation. We'll see how he does in slot 1 here, because he starts the turn at 300k defense now that he's in perfect form. So that is actually pretty crazy, considering he is in slot 1 here, and is going to get even more powerful once he super attacks. So getting supered in slot 1 would not be ideal. But we are just going to take double-digit damage from normals, even though we have type disadvantage. So pretty good. And then, of course, remember that Perfect Cell has a 35% chance to crit and a 35% chance to dodge just in his passive. So he is a unit that you definitely go full additional. And look at that, 6.75 million crit. What an absolute monster. So now we have the Cell Juniors. Now, they all do Kamehamehas as their super attack. So I'm really hoping someone's going to super attack me in slot 1. I feel like that does happen pretty much every time we get to this phase. We did not get good orb changing, though. That is unfortunate. So we're only getting 3 orbs, and we're not getting the big defense buff, unless I do this. Because is there a way to drop these? There's probably not a good way to drop these down either, really, is there? I mean, more tech orbs is better than getting, like, extra rainbow orbs or something. So, actually, let's do this. We'll target you, get rid of you, and then we'll get 4 tech orbs for you guys. So, only 4 orbs, but we've got a lot of support on rotation. And they're still at 274k defense pre-super. So I would say that that is still pretty good, because they're going to jump up to over 300k. And now Jiro and 19 are just going to absorb the Kamehameha from the Cell Juniors. Any of them that do normal attacks, yeah, they're not going to take much damage anyway. And then we're just going to absorb all of that HP back with their super attack effect. So yeah, this rotation is very, very powerful. As long as you are above 35% HP, you go into like Super Battle Road or something with the Jiro and TEQ Androids rotation, and they just can't take damage from key-based super attacks, because the Androids negate them and take 0, and Jiro and 19 absorb them and give you HP back, potentially, depending on how damaging the attack was going to be. So another Kamehameha, boom, activate the shield, 0 damage. And then STR-18 at the end here. Is she going to be able to actually one-shot a Cell Junior? Let's see. She does get additional super attack chance if there's androids on the rotation with her. And mine does have full additional. So double super, triple super. There you go. So I think she is going to take out her Cell Junior. It did take 3 super attacks, but did she do it? She did. Let's go. Wow, Jiro and 19 actually didn't take out the TEQ one. That's kind of surprising. Alright, so let's try and actually, no, I was going to say let's try and save TEQ Orbs, but I would imagine that we are just going to end it this turn. So let's go ahead and do this. As long as, oh, we definitely are going to end it this turn, because we're going to get the Dokkan attack with Cell, who might take a bit of damage from the supers in slot 1. Again, he's not the best slot 1 unit, but he's going to wipe out these guys here. I don't even really need to hit the nodes. This is just going to kill everyone, especially if it's 35% chance to crit. And the friend is Rainbow as well, so the friend has some extra crit as well. So regardless of whether we get a crit, this should take everybody out here. Yeah, 7 million no crit. I think we're okay. Alright, so now we are on to Int Cell. So this is where we want to go. Oh, look at that. What a selection of TEQ Orbs. Let's go. So let us go ahead and make sure that this is turned off. And then let's go ahead and pop the active skill, get rid of his attacks for the turn.
I think it's time to put him out of his misery, 17.
Why are you in such a rush? Let's just try to enjoy ourselves. If we wipe out all of humanity now, then the fun ends and we've got nothing left to do, right?
Their active skill, I have to say, it's one of those ones where it does look nice, but like, they don't really do anything. I mean, it's cool, right? It's always nice to see these animations in the game and stuff now, but yeah, they just kind of chat a little bit and then that's it. But so not exactly the most crazy and impressive active skill animation, but still very good. We got 8 orbs, so we're at 342k defense. Not that our defense particularly matters on this turn, because obviously we removed all of his attacks, so now he can't do anything. 5.74. I have to say, considering they are only 55%, I've definitely been very impressed with their numbers on this team. Now, like any nuking style unit, they can get screwed over if you can't get a good amount of orbs, but the fact that they do create orbs themselves is obviously massively beneficial. I could have bought like the 50% extreme tech support second form Cell, who creates orbs as well, but realistically you're not using him nowadays in like difficult content. Mine's only 55% and he definitely does get slapped around a little bit at that kind of level. So if we do this, if Cell manages to survive this turn, look at all of these tech orbs, and we're going to change some as well. If we change the AGL one, that completely opens up the path in the middle. So of course he's super attacking in slot 1. I'm assuming if we hadn't used the android's active skill, that would have still been a super attack in slot 1, and then they would have just negated it. So that is a little bit annoying. I guess you never know, right? Imagine if this team, I mean, Jiro and 19 do have one if your HP is low enough, but if your HP is low enough, then 17 and 18 don't negate supers. But if this team had like a consistent scouter effect unit, like that would be insanely broken, considering you have these 2 very strong units that basically can't take damage. So, oh, look at this. Well, we are going to do a lot of damage here. So that's 10. That's 12, but 3 of them are rainbow. And this is 10, but they're all tech. So I think that is actually better, because we get much more of a boost per tech orb than we do from non-tech orbs. So that is the goated 10 orbs, an extra 350% attack and defense. So they're at 400k defense pre-super. So let's see how this goes here. Obviously, this Gohan can't be sealed, I don't think, but 7 million. We are on a double support rotation, but 7 million at 55%. It's pretty good. This Android team, man, when that physical cell easy A's, and you can run the rotation of like AGL cell and physical cell, and then just use STR second form cell as a floating support unit to support the whole team, then my god, this team is going to be insane. And then Jiro and 19 just casually absorbed the Kamehameha. That would have healed us for 135k if we actually needed the HP. So that is really, really good. Are they going to guard? We get a double super, so their defense is actually going to be really high here. Even if they don't guard, I think we should be okay. But yeah, there's no way he's going to survive the final turn against the cell rotation. So there you go. That is 55% TEQ Dokkan Fest androids on the 200% leader skill. We managed to get them up to a 7 million attack stat, and they would have been probably at around 500k defense, or close to, on that turn, which is definitely pretty crazy. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Did you manage to pull them when they came out? Obviously, they haven't returned on Global yet. Have you got them at 55% like me, or did you get dupes? I think when they come back, if I don't pull any on the next banner they're on, they're definitely a candidate for red coins, because they are crazy good. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.